We're here at Design You Can Feel, an event in the beautiful Galleria Meravigli during Milan Design Week. And I'm joined by Coraline Lin, the marketing director at ASUS, and Nassia Inglessis, who's the founder of Studio INI. Coraline, the name of this exhibition, Design You Can Feel, where did that come from?
So here in this exhibition, everything is about getting people engaged through the installation, through all the amazing element here. So you could feel the design through Nassia's elegant, beautifully mechanical engineering installation. And you could also feel the design through AI, through technology. So it's kind of like a combination of everything and connect the dot. A lot of audience come to us and say, I really love about the exhibitions that I have because everything in your exhibition, I can physically touch it. I think that's kind of the things we want to celebrate and the things that we really want to have fun in this exhibition, the design you can feel.
And Nassia, tell us about the installation. It's called Willful Wonder. What was the thinking behind that name, and what were some of the things you were exploring with the installation?
It was to create this element of wonder in how we relate to materials, to form, to structure. There's a starting point of the material itself, crafted, the Ceraluminum and the aluminum honeycomb that creates a wonder of the senses, both in touch and in vision. Then there is the wonder of a structural space, an architectural scale that can actually respond to your movement. And then in sort of conclusion of that experience is looking at how the constructs of artificial intelligence can actually be used as a point of inspiration, where we're drawing on the data of human behavior, of how they are experiencing the space and the installation, and from that generating an abstraction of a data-generated space.
And Ceraluminum was originally developed, of course, for your laptop.
Yeah.
It took 4 years ASUS to develop. What were some of the things that you were particularly keen to explore in the development of that material? What was the main motivation for ASUS to create it?
The main motivation is that it's always about the end user could feel good and really make good use of it. So it has to be visually appealing, but by the same time being functional as well. So that's the reason why we spent so many years on exploring the colors, the porosity, and the textures we were looking for to complete our laptop and take it to the next level. So just by looking at it, when you feel it, the textile experiences immediately tell you this is ASUS Zenbook.
You talked about nature-inspired as relates to Ceraluminum, and of course that material has wonderful tactile properties, rather stone-like properties. And Nassia, when you presented the idea for this installation originally, you also referenced to nature. You were focusing on a kind of unfurling leaf or a fern from bud to leaf. And I was wondering how you replicate that kind of idea in an installation that of course is made from materials that are entirely man-made and hard.
It comes in the impermanence, it comes in the motion, in the fact that the piece itself is never static. It comes alive with the human presence. It takes form from it, as you have in plants. So in nature, they close up or they open up in response to the sun or other elements. And that is that dynamic impermanence we see in nature a lot. And that's something that I wanted to bring here.
And then for ASUS, why is it important to be a part of Milan Design Week?
This is the city of design. We want to be here. We want to showcase or tell the world the design capabilities, the design thinking. And by the same time, all the people, all the staff in these exhibitions are actually the designer of ASUS. From CMF designer, ID designer, brand and visual designer. We want each of the designer really get to know what our people think and what our end user really looking for. And they could engage and improve and perhaps dig out something more inspirational for the coming generation. So that's the reason why it's so important for us to be here in Milan.
So Coraline, Nassia, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.